Greetings, one and all. Um, about people when they go online. You ever notice when people go online, they have plenty to say and don't really amount to saying anything? The state of this planet now, we all know it's bad, right? We know what the Bible says, the prophecies, right? So you don't need no one to preach to you about Bible, nobody. So here it is. The Almighty said in the end times, He will establish a kingdom. In Daniel chapter 2 and all over the Bible. And the Messiah, He alone, in John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13, establishes the spiritual children of the Almighty and the angels of the Almighty, here and now. John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13. And no religion in the world is preaching that. None. The early church did. The apostles did. The prophets of the Almighty did. All of them did, of the Almighty. The saints as well, of the Almighty. They did preach. John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13. But today, none of the world's religions are preaching nothing like we can become angels and children of the Almighty. No religion's preaching that. You know? It's only hell on earth system. Even the Rastas them struggle with their teachings. The black church struggling with their teachings of foolishness. What me hear? No one's preaching government system of the Almighty. Nobody. If I don't say it, I will never hear it. If I don't say Paniel, the angel of the Almighty, in charge of the ministry of repentance worldwide, him one. And the Messiah's over everybody anyway, and the Father. But Paniel, number one, government institution. Number two, government institution. The priests and Levites that have the Urim and the Turim and the law of the Almighty. Not talking about flesh and blood law, talking about spiritual law, laws of faith, laws of instruction, love, righteousness, them kind of laws. Right? Institution number two. Now the third one is obviously the government itself, the government proper. And they have a minimum tax. Institution number four, the People's Council. Men, women and children and unborn babies. And the environment and everything for the nation. Wealth building banks, everything. Nothing leave out. Right? Institution number four this is. And it's all government. Easy to say. Easy to study. Right? No black person, nowhere in the world is making national government executive decisions. No black man of a slave experience is doing that because we don't have. And I'm talking about having right now. If I don't say it, I never hear it. That's me. So government number four with the people. It's people rights and everybody's government. It's easy to do. You don't need no foolish political parties that are full of crap. Roman Empire democracy system. New World Order and all the bullshit of Satan. You don't need all of that. Right? You don't need it. None of it. We have our own system. We don't need theirs. If I'm struggling in their system, not my own. Right? I want my own system because then I ain't going to be struggling. And you know I'm talking. So that's what I want. And I don't care what the rest of the world wants. They can want what hell, devil crap they want, whatever it is, of Satan, they can have that. That's their business, not mine. I'm fed up with their bullshit now, man, seriously. Anyway, government institution number four, right? When you solve problems within a government, you don't have a problem. When you sort out the sellouts and the covenant breakers and the Judases and all them people that love evil, right? All the collaborators, you know, all the traitors, them kind of people, treacherous people, sell you out quicker than them sell a banana in a shop. Sort out all the riffraff, right? So alkies, junkies, you do something with them. Men, women and children sit down and plan their own government system. What they like in their life. What's the cost of living? What's the rate of tax? What's the prices in the shops? What's a fair business deal with the government? What is fair for poor people or even rich? What's fair for the old and young? A system where people decide something and in real time they get government system. In real time. Their own system. Don't have to cry for nobody for nothing. You can have wealth building banks, have what you like. Have your own printed money. Print your own money. Do your own education system, farming, construction, whatever you like. What is awesome and good for the people. And no sell-out business. And run to all the devil system of Satan and devil knowledge. None of that crap. Right? Change up. No weak Rasta business either. No weakness. I'm serious. Because when a nation has weakness, they're easy to put into slavery. When they have faults and wrongs going on and they don't sort it out. Bloodthirsty, evil-minded people, love devil system and devil spirit and all them nastiness of Satan. When are people going to have a faithful spirit inside of them? And the Messiah and the Father, their spirit and their knowledge and power. Yeah, when are people going to be like that? Instead of all the nastiness in these end times. The state of the world. I go online and hear all kind of stories. And I say to myself, well, that's their thing. They look good when they're saying it, but, you know, I know what I know. And when you know something, you can only grow. And we are a people that should be more developed spiritually than we are now. And that's why I'm sitting here doing this. I want to see spiritual advancement. I'm not interested in the religions of this world. None of them. I don't care who you is. If an organization, and it's black, does not appoint people to solve problems, does not appoint people to do something government system, that to me is a waste of time. Because at the end of every year, when black people finish talking, beating their gums, doing whatever they're doing, for that whole year, they don't even get a square inch of their land back they lost before slavery. Not even a square inch. Put up your fingernail, your little fingernail. Not even that much of land you get back. Not even that much. That little thing there, so you don't even get that much of land. You might as well get dirt and put it in a jar and look at it. Oh, I'll get this jar from, when we get the soil from, when we get the jar from. Anyway, you go to Israel, you fill it up with mud and sand, whatever, and bring it back, and then you can stare at it and say, yeah, that's a piece of your land. Go in Africa, go on the beach and just scoop it up in a jar and put the lid on and sit it up on your shelf and say, yeah, that's a little piece. Right? A little piece of Africa. We have a little piece of the West Indies in this house. We have them shells you have in the sea. The big shells. The big ones. I've a few of them and the small ones all over the place. I collect the seashells when we were there in Antigua a long time. Anyway. Back to government business, yeah? Because number 4, government institution, I'm saying. Right? Number 5 is an easy one. Military council. Right? So military council is military intelligence, your ninjas, right? Your special forces, your guerrilla forces, and your main army units. Right? And you have your factories, your construction work, you have your farming, orchards, vineyards, you have everything for the army. Everything. It's a business. It's in the security business. So when you have military intelligence, that's like spying work. And government, you know, link up with government and all the law enforcement agencies. And, you know, you have what you have. You start from zero, everything. So then you know, you're not begging nobody nothing because you build it yourself. Yeah, the country depends upon itself. We don't borrow money from nobody. When we do something, we do it as a people. But people in real time need to know something. So, yes, of course, you have a government institution you can look upon, call upon, contact anytime, night or day. It's never shut. When it's shut, it's shut, but it's never shut. You know, people need to rest up and go home and all that, work long hours. But when you're in a military council, that's a government institution, you'll feel good because you know you're protected by people that are passionate about fighting for your rights and defending your way of life. When you're there with the Almighty, The Almighty say he's going to establish a kingdom, and the Messiah in John chapter 1 verse 12 and 13 is showing everybody how they can become angels and children of the Almighty. And I'm going to sit here and don't say nothing about that. Yeah? You don't know already if you look upon me good. Right? You don't know. I'm going to say something. My mother started me off, Teacher Mary, Antigua, Erling's Village, West Indies. She started me off, so I'm glad for that. Big up my mom same way. I'm Father Abraham, Father Isaac, and Father Jacob. All praises be unto them. The 12 tribe of Israel. Cousins to one another. And for the Father as well. Yeah, help me enough. And the Messiah. Big them up and wisdom. And faith and charity and all of them powers there in the heavens above. And above the heavens. Big them all up. Love all of them. But the Father knows everybody's mind, heart, inclinations. He knows all the emotions and motives. The Father knows everything before he created anything. You know everything, man. Don't afraid. I'm frightened for asking nothing, because you know your heart, mind condition, everything about your life before you even say or do anything or think anything. He knows everything. And this is before he created anything. So all these foolishness what people are doing, it's nothing. It will come to an end. All this world system. It will come to an end soon. Who are the people of the Almighty? Yeah. The Messiah said, John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13, and nobody else can enter that unless the Father draw him. Come in. Nobody. Yeah. I'm going to give people something, man, of the Almighty. The Messiah. Him give me, I give you. In the charge me, I'm not charging you. Yeah. Start somewhere. And my big mouth will start something. Watch me. I'm fed up with these people devil system. And I'm going to sit here until people in this world understand. I know about the end of this world. A little bit. Just a small bit. Just small, you know. I'm not going to claim anything. I can tell you about Europe's destruction. Right? It's written in the book. Yeah, it's written in Genesis. And it's written in Revelation. Yeah. The woman's seed and the devil's seed in Genesis chapter 3. You read that. And in Revelation chapter 13, you even got a little piece in chapter 12, Revelation, and chapter 17 and 18 in Revelation. You have all that there. Devil's seed and the woman's seed. And the Father said he'll have them fighting them one another. Yeah. Two seed him same have in the world, you know. Two. If you don't belong to the Father, then you belong to Satan. So that's me. I'm chatting that now. Yeah. Anyway, all them politicians and all them rich, greedy, devil-rich people and all them Khazars call themselves Jews and all them nasty people in the rap and hip-hop and all them thing, the devil-minded people. Your time is up. For real. It done. All on them. I don't care who you is. Jay-Z, P. Diddy and all that. And I'm not running up my mouth. This is what I'm saying. Right? I get to government institution number 5. Military Council. What do you think? Them things set up. What do you reckon? You reckon it's going to be nice and easy? I know how to do it. And any 5-year-old that can read and write in this world, their own language, any 5-year-old can do the government system I'm talking about. They can do it. Any 5-year-old can study the destruction of Europe. Any 5-year-old, I'm not joking, any 5-year-old that can read and write their own language, any can study about the destruction of the nations in this world. Any of them can do it. 5 years of age. I know they can. Right? 5 years of age. And what? You want people to know them kind of knowledge. Worse than nuclear bomb. Worse than nuclear war. Because when people understand something, they know something and they're sure about it, they can exercise themselves in what they know. If I say the destruction of Europe is written in prophecy, in the book of Revelation, in Isaiah, it's written all over the Bible. And the Almighty has a purpose and a plan. And the kingdom to come is an Israelite, Israelite kingdom. It's Israelite kingdom, the kingdom to come. And the Messiah is the king of it. And the Father is over him. And the Father is one in all in everything with the Messiah and the Messiah in the people and the people in the Messiah. and the early church and the saints of the Almighty, which are precious to the Father. Yeah, all that. Anyway, institution number 5, military council. Heavy. And it's a business. Take care of prisoner, take care of the worst of society, you know, the worst people that need some serious discipline. Right? Some people are going to be live practiced, you know, target. And the man get the gun and aim. Yeah, live targets. Some of them nasty people that love evil. Line them up, man. Yeah, make them run around the field and make the man take pop shots at them. You know what I mean? All kind of thing military doing, it's rough. So you upset the military council, you know about it. Anybody, frighten me just to think about such things anyway. Any army is rough. But this army system, yeah, it's basically a system I'm talking about where they draw a world map, Africa and the Middle East, and take what they want. Don't ask nobody nothing, because when we come back as a nation, we dispossess over 15 countries, minimum 15 countries in Africa and the Middle East. That's why they don't want us as a nation. That's why they want us down. But the Father said he will establish a kingdom in the end times, the Almighty himself. And hear this, yeah? Hear this, exclusive. The Father done say it already. He will come and visit this world. The Father himself. And that ain't no joke business. He say he will come and people hear his voice. Yeah, the Father say he'll come in the end times when he's ready. He comes secret anyway. You can't stop him. He comes secret when he wants. And the Messiah, they do come and have a look around. But no one don't know about that. But I'm talking about when he come and him finish off all the evil. Because he say he don't want no more evil again. Evil one time, that's it. No more. That's the Father. So when I say no more evil, all them politicians and all them evil corporations, them Khazars telling the lies and the imposters and all that, and all the world religions, all the fake and the nastiness, child abuse and all the evil in the world, the Almighty say, when he come back, it's either finish and it done and people repent, or the ashes, dead, gone, burn up. So that's the choice people have before he come. After he reach here, it's too late. It's too late. Because, you know, people are finished. So all them evil, devil-minded people, because the Father never said nothing about sin, death, and decay. He said to the man in the Garden of Eden, he said, do not touch that nasty devil tree, devil knowledge, devil system. Don't touch it. Keep away from it. Because the day you touch it and eat of that fruit, you will surely die. A devil system thing that. Devil knowledge. And Satan knows it. So Satan's confident when he look upon people. Mash them up, look at them. They're only mortal. I can deal with them. Drag them, spirit and soul out them body and drag it down to hell. Yeah, grab all of them and pull them out the body. Leave the carcass on the floor, ready for rot. And then take the soul or the spirit down to hell. Drag them. Pull them out the body. So Satan happy he can do all that. You see me? When them grab me, I tell them, say, get off me, man. When the time not yet. Anyway, that's how it go with Satan. Nasty, foul smelling something that. So, people, this is me now, right? Government institution number 5. And I'm talking still. Number 6 is an easy one, man. It's the tribe of Judah, the king and the royal family. And all the princes of all the tribes. You know how the kings sit down with all them big people, the aristocrats and all them high-up generals and all them things what kings do and queens. And princes and princess. Well, we have our own royal family. Yeah, 12 tribes of Israel as its own, as priestly family is the Levites, as you know, but they're princely still. And they deal with the things of the Almighty strong. And the tribe of Judah is the same tribe as the Messiah. So he, you know what I mean, he'll decide things, because he say enough things in the parables. Yeah, when people loyal to him, he loyal to them. But yeah, it's the tribe of Judah. Because without Levi and Judah, you don't really have a 12 tribe strong. You know, all the tribes are strong. But, you know, all of them will represent in the time. And they're all cousins to one another. And when they talk about Haile Selassie, a king of Ethiopia, old dead emperor, he was just one of them little You know when a man is a king and he wants a woman and he just doing things, that's how it go. He's no big thing in Israel, in history. He never go there and, you know what I mean, big up himself. He never fight for the place. He never sit down and chit chat big and strong. Yes, Rastaman, Walter Haile Selassie with Marcus Garvey and all that. But if you're talking 12 tribes of Israel and you're serious, an Ethiopian is not a 12 tribe, right? It's not. An Ethiopian is an Ethiopian. But yes, when people say they come from this place and that place and their ancestry is this and that, and your DNA test people, and you say, well, you don't have no black ancestry, you have this ancestry and that ancestry. When you belong to the Almighty, you have his ancestry. Yeah, angels and children of the Almighty. That's what the Messiah is promoting in John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13. Whole Bible there, you know, Enoch Bible, all the things written about Enoch, all them big writing is all there. And I'm still, right, on number 6, the tribe of Judah, right, and the king and the aristocrats and all the embassies and all that kind of work, charity works, what the people do, you know how it go, farming, construction work. Everybody's into something. Every government institution sits around the table and decide things. And all of the population is government system. All, everybody. Of course, you have leaders that represent people. Got people busy working. And it's a beautiful system still. It's not hardship like these people's system. It's not heavy tax. You can do heavy tax. And when you do that, it never works. You can defraud people. That never works either. And you can be personal. You don't like somebody when you have power. That don't work neither. Because the Father don't hold to them thing there. If you have a beef with a man, it's you and him. Sort it out. Sensible. If you say, well, you can't sort it out sensible, then you have. Right? To calm you down. Right? To calm your little backside down. You have. Government institution number 7. Institutional judges. For every government system. Institutional judges. No fraud, no corruption. And they have security tight. Yeah, tight security in the system, man. Because you know you need security with black people. How evil them is. And you have standards. Religious. More religious and spiritual standards. Not religious in the way the world does religion. I mean caring for your people. That's religion to me. Caring for your people. Make sure your people is all right. The poorest are all right. The richest, they know how to calm themselves down and don't get too big-headed. Because them have little gold and silver and diamonds and pearls and whatnot. No, you know what I mean? No stress in the system, man. If you want to be rich, well, be rich in the Almighty first. I like plants. Right? I like plants. I used to plant trees and all that when I was younger. But I do like plants. And that's me. You know what I mean? Bit of green leaf and herbs and all them kind of things. I like that, but still. Right? Still. I have a farmer thing inside of me. I like to plant things, seeds. And I like construction work. So that's my 2 things. But when it comes to military, oh, I like to organize them things on paper, man. Organize big army units, man. You know, if you talk army, anyway, 7 government institutions. Well, this is the 7th one. And when they sit around the table, it's 4 decide, 4 against 3. You know, it's like that. And the Almighty decides everything because he's number 8 and number 1. Really, it's number 1 with the Father. He's the beginning and end of it. So it's a government institutional system I'm talking around. And it's 12 tribe of Israel. And I just said it. So you can rewind this back and hear what I'm saying on it. And you read the parables of the Messiah. Matthew, Mark, Luke. Right? Parables. And then you go into John and read the whole of John. The system I'm talking is all through the Bible. I used to write it out when I was younger. All the institutions where it's written in the Bible. I used to write it out, man, and I've got a little book still. Right? My little book is here still. Yeah, man, we have it behind me on the table. We have the book still when we're writing. All them years. And we have other books. When you're young, you write things. You know, when people do diary, they do them little soft. Oh, such and such a date they did this and that. Well, I don't do like that, but now, when people have a devil system and it's hurting me, I'm a family, I'm a people, and sin, death and decay and devil knowledge and it hurting. You know, you get old and sick. I'm 58 in what? 9 days? 8, 9 days? Next week. 58 years of age. Ooh. So I must do something for the younger generation. I must try a little something for them, man, because whoever does anything for them, they're going to inherit a nasty world system, evil that's going on in the world right now. When the Father Kingdom come, heavy. When I say come, you know, I don't mean it's not here already. It is here. From since the Messiah was crucified, yes, it started then. But I'm talking about in power. When it's set up. It's already here because when the Father says something, he do it in a way you won't understand him. You won't understand the way he do things. He's not like a man. He do things different. When he's in his endless realm, he has an endless realm, pitch black, and he's the only one that creates light in it. Light. And he shows people. Like, I feel happy when I can see this, you know, because the creation light is light giving birth to light. It's like that. That's the Father can do all that. And in powerful, he can study everything before he creates. So he looks at it first. Every person, he weighs out things, measures things, create the heaven and the earth. Oh, he can create man. There's nothing he can't create, you know. Can create some wonderful things. Creatures you never know. If you see the creatures he created, oh, so much. And he can create anything he wants, anytime. That's one person you don't mess with is the Father and the Messiah and wisdom, the people of the Almighty. It's best you be honest with him more than anything else. I beg him all the time something. He knows me. He knows I love drink and smoke at certain people's house, or you know, me sit down with certain people. He knows all that, and he knows how people carry on. Knows what you're thinking, feeling, every motive, every nastiness. He knows who he give his spirit to and how much they have of it and all that. And who's loyal to him to the end. Those that are loyal to him, you know, they don't mind face death because they're loyal to him and his system. And he promised them eternal life. So why are they frightened to death? And he promised them eternal life. You know, them kind of, that's why them people, they're strong with the Almighty, because he can give them spirit and knowledge and truth. And they're not afraid to death because they know they're dying for a cause. And they're not false preachers or false prophets or false apostles like this world is full of. You got that Vatican. I went there one time when I was 12 years of age, the Vatican. I didn't go in. They want to go in them nastiness, man. Something tell me as a young boy, don't go in there. A devil something that. A young boy at 12. Look at that. I'm 58 next week, and I'm 12 years of age and I don't want to go in no Vatican in Rome. Don't want to go in there as a 12-year-old. I should have been happy to go in there, but as soon as I step in the place, near the place, or the steps, I said, I'm not going in there. No, I stay. Can feel the stench I see it on, man, at 12 years of age. Oh, so long ago now, but I still remember it, man, like when I was young. All them Italian women rubbing my head, trying to feel my hair. Oh, you got little curly hair and all this. Never see black hair the way they're carrying on. Put their fingers all in my head and everything. Anyway. It was a nice little holiday still. Yeah, went with Moat boys back in the day. Went to Europe and got stranded in Italy. The coach broke down, so we had to go by train to get back. And that was an adventure, go on the train from Italy all the way to England again. Yeah, man, we had soldier man on the train with a gun and everything. All kind of women and young people, everybody on the train, man. Oh dear, so much people. A lot of people. Anyway, that's the experiences we had as young boys. So when you're in a government system nowadays, and you're not happy with it, and you have your own government system you don't look about, that's the foolishness of a black man. You don't look about your own system. You're interested in white man's system, which is stressful. Your own system is better because it's less red tape. It's more, you get on with your life, and when the government wants your money, they have to ask you for your tax money. If you don't want to pay more than your minimum, because everybody's obliged to pay something, what they can afford, right? That's the real government system. If they take from you, that's illegal. Any government take from you, you don't agree to it, that's illegal, that's theft, because it's your money. You work for it. They don't have no right to touch what belongs to you. Them, you know what I mean? A parasite system they have. Their Roman Empire parasite system is not a real government. It's illegal because you're supposed to ask people for something. You're not supposed to put the cost of living up on them and make it hard, pay heavy price to go to work and stress you out with paying this money and paying that money. That's illegal, man. The Almighty never tell them do all that, you know. If they say the Almighty tell them that, when did he tell them to be evil like all these? Prices go, all them greedy Khazar, Rothschild, imposter calling themselves Jews, all them kind of people there, satanic to the core. When did the Almighty tell them to put the cost of living up every year? When? When did he tell them make high prices for everything and high tax and borrow this and borrow that? When did the Almighty say all that? Right? So when Rastaman talking and them do them Rast, I say appoint people. Every government organization that people want, and they have an organization, clean it up and appoint people, because you can't do nothing until you clean up your nastiness in your own organizations and appoint people to do certain jobs. Have a good look at everything. Study everything. Network with other groups. Don't be afraid to do something for your people. If you love the Almighty. If you don't love the Almighty, do as you're doing. Because that's the world. That's the way the world is. You love the Pope, then love the Pope. If you love the Almighty, then love the Almighty. I love the Almighty. So I say my little piece. Make the world chat what they want to chat. Our kingdom come. Your will be done. It's our kingdom. We're not going to get defrauded out of it. Because you see, boy, you know, when people talk about this world is so wonderful and what white people achieve and this, that, and the other, I don't see no achievement. I really don't. Not because I'm living as a poor man. I'm just saying that I don't really see no improvement. I see things getting worse. But that could be wrong still. You know what I mean? Because that's just the way I'm looking at things. All the disease and crime and all the problems young people are having, and now they're killing one another quick. And this race don't like that race, and this group don't like that group. And, you know, all kind of stuff, man. It's too much. How much black man's got devil spirit and devil mind, and they don't have to clean themselves up. I want the Almighty's ways. That's it. I don't want nothing else. Anyway, I talk a lot, and I apologize to people, you know. But you see, when they spy upon me, I don't care what I say, because I want my own system, and I'm serious. I want my own country. And kill off Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Bob Marley. Big crowd of people them kill off. Princess Diana as well. All them big people, enough people. I can't mention all the names. You know, there's a whole heap, even in history. Millions of people that worship the Almighty and then kill them off. The Vatican. With them Jesuit priests and all that. You know, when a Jesuit priest knock on the door, run, man, because they're assassins. Yeah, that's the Jesuit priest back in the day. Kill off enough people, man. And they talk about they're doing service for the Almighty. And when they find out about service for the Almighty, because if you go to chapter 13 in Revelation, where it said devil give them the power, talking about Europe and the Church of Rome. And the beast is a Roman Empire, and 666 and Mark of the Beast and all that. Sunday worship and all kind of foolishness. And the Roman calendar. They don't have the creation calendar that Enoch had, his calendar. In their calendar, 4 days in every year are missing. In their calendar, January to December. 4 days are missing in that calendar. 4 days are missing, man. 4. Every year. So what day is it? If there's 4 days missing every year, what day is it? So even the calendar needs sorting out. So there's a whole heap of things our government system need to fix. There's a whole heap of things, man. Oh dear. So there's a whole heap of work to do. So no man can claim say he's doing it, because no one is. If I don't talk about it or write it down, I don't never hear it. We have our own government system. I'm not joking. Even King David know about it, and Solomon. Right? The priests and Levites know. The Almighty know. The Messiah know. Because the Messiah talks about it in the parables. He said, don't let your government system be like them. And it's there if you read it. In Matthew, Mark, Luke, and even in John, you'll read it good, man. You'll see it all there. Government, man. Don't be afraid. Anyway, yeah, Israel. It's our kingdom, man. Don't stress. We're not going to get defrauded out of nothing. Believe me. We're not. Their devil system soon done. You can feel it. If you know, when Bob Marley say a natural mystic, in the air. There's a natural mystic in the air. When you sing them song there. Yeah, Bob Marley. See, when you see all them man gone now, all them singers, and they can sing good. You know them soul man, when they sing soul in America and R&B and jazz and all that. And even the rock and roll from early times. Little Richard and all them man there. We have music, man. And we can keep it up. I can give you music right now that still exists in the world. No one don't play. Well, one or two people do it in films in Korea. Make it sound nice, the music. A little reggae beat and all that. But there's so much music we don't do. Percussion music, wind instrument, wind, percussion, drums. Whole heap of music we don't actually do. Yeah, all kinds. Anyway, I talk long enough. Yeah, my throat dry as well. I need a cup or something. Milk me a drink now, man. So, yeah, Israel, don't bother frightened when it comes to government institutions and all that, because we have all that. And we can determine when we do things, when we want to do things and live our lifestyle. The land is big. North Africa and most of the Middle East is big. Turkey, all the way to Iran, Iraq, all the way down to Saudi Arabia, all the way across to Egypt, right down to Ethiopia, Somaliland, all them sides there, and right over to the west, Morocco, all them sides there. A big piece of real estate, the Almighty said. And nobody yet ever really take care of it. But you hear me just say it. But no one's doing anything. Don't even get it twisted. Anyone's doing anything when it comes to the Almighty and his laws and government system. No one's doing anything. You see me, I'm a hard taskmaster. If a man run up his mouth and say he's got organization, good luck to him. I love the Hebrew Israelites and the Rastas and all of them. I love them still. But when it comes to doing anything serious, none of them are. You think I'm easy? None of them are. They got gun and knife and do all kind of foolishness and all kind of things. But that will come to a stop. And let me tell you how it will come to a stop when serious people get together and do something. Don't take the messing. You take 1 million black men serious about the Almighty and they all link up from every organization and the women. And you watch and see how quick this world change. Quick. 1 million man, Any million man of all people, light and dark skin, we don't mind. We don't cry for that. Any million serious about mashing up child abuse, about mashing up domestic nastiness and helping the man them to be real men and help each other to be real men and work hard and look about our own political and religious system what we have from the Almighty. When we 1 million man do that and see how the world tremble and shake. You want the world to tremble and shake, listen to this and repeat it and take the sense out of it. But everything you know, so I'm talking, and then go tell it to our next man. Show him. And see if 1 million man see this, how quick this world change. 1 million man. I'm not saying you could even repeat what I'm saying and do the film yourself, word for word. And see how much man shake and tremble when you show it to them. Where you get that from? So take the best out of my things, my videos, and then tell man and see what happens. Yeah, and make sure you mention John chapter 1. Verse 12 and 13, and show them that. Read it in the Bible, you'll see it. John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13, the Messiah establishing a spiritual kingdom. Right before your eyes, you'll see it written. And that's what he did. That's his true message. What he give people from the Father. That we can become angels and children of the Almighty right here and right now. That's the early church. What them people, they mash up in Rome. When they mash it up in Africa. When they mash it up in Syria and in the Middle East. Our church system, man, they mash it up and give we some Roman Catholic rubbish of Satan and mash up the true thing. It's written there, John chapter 1, it's still there. Read it. John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13. I ain't making it up. It's there. I chat plenty, I know, but it's there. And you'll see it, man, when you read it. Tell a million man and see how quick this world shake and tremble. You have any problem anywhere in the world, just show them this video. The destruction of Europe is in what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead and show them. Destruction of Europe, destruction of the nations is all there. It's in the Bible, it's all there, man, in what I said. Read and listen carefully. When you read the Bible and listen to what I'm saying, it's there. And you'll know it's there when you come across it. Right? The Almighty is saying, Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 24. Do I not fill the heavens and the earth? And when you're in his endless realm and you see his creation, like you can see it does. Because you have to be on the outside looking at it. You have to come out of creation to look at what he's saying. So if you're not in the outer darkness in the endless realm and you're looking at his creation light, you can see it look like the moon. There's no stars and sun there. It's pitch black. It's not cold or anything like that, but it's pitch black. And his creation light is the only thing that's lighting up the place. You look down, endless space. You look up, endless space. You see what? Let me tell you something. When the Almighty show you something, he can frighten anybody. He can frighten anybody. Give a little touch of his power. Just give a little touch. And you'll jump up. And you think, what's that? You think you get an electric shock. Power. The Almighty can show people, man. You think Samson is a joke. When the Almighty touch you with his power, man, I'm showing you something. You won't believe how powerful he is. You won't believe it, you know. Even if you get a touch of it, you'll say to yourself, what was that? It's only the Almighty can touch and make you like electricity. Power, man. Endless power. Stronger than the sun, moon and stars. Strong. The Almighty has power, man. Big power. Don't think he don't. He does. And I'm not going on like I'm goody two shoes or nothing. He knows me already. He tell me do something, I do it. That's me. I ain't going to tell you what it is. You work it out for yourself. Anyhow. Yeah, Israel. I'm not bigging up myself or nothing like that, you know. It's my people I want to see. Men, women and children. In our own government system. And I'm not playing. You want the destruction of Europe? Want me to tell you about it? It's coming. For real, it's coming. This Brexit. Yeah, the only deal Europe's going to get is the end of the world deal. That's it. There's no more deal for them. And I'm going to tell you now, not from heaven, not from any angel, nothing. There's no deal for Europe. Only the end of the world deal. That's the only deal they've got. And if the Almighty catch our people, link up with them and their nastiness when he come, he will give them such licks. I'm telling you now, don't link up with these people and their devil system against the Almighty. Don't do it. Do not do that. Make him catch you doing all that and see what he do with you. I'm not joking. You think slavery bad? Oh, you don't see what he'll do with you. I'm serious. Child molesting as well. You know what man's like. You know man see a young woman and him boy want peace and all that. You know what man's like. But child molesting and killing unborn babies and all kind of nastiness what people are doing. He doesn't like all of that. He has a choice and a preference. He wants people to exercise. You see the nastiness? Keep away from it. You see what is good and holy and wholesome and righteous and true? Do that. Yeah. And I need to do it as well. And that's why we need our own judges and appoint people to do all the things we need. Not rely on other races for nothing. We can build a better society than anybody. And I challenge anybody. They think their race is so wonderful. If their race is so wonderful, hear me now, yeah? If anybody's race is so wonderful, go and establish the Almighty's holy system. Go ahead, do that. You see what? No European can do it. No white man can do that. They can't do it. Simple. They've had thousands of years to do something. Every religion, every race of people, every nation, every corporation, everything. Leaders of every kind of description. And they've done nothing in over 2,000 years, according to the Almighty's ways. Not one single thing. Yes, people talk. That's about it. But not nothing too much else. A temple in Jerusalem for worship and pray to the Almighty is one day. Yeah, you feel me? There's nothing. People chat, yeah. They do all that, but they don't actually do anything or say anything. They don't even say John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13. No religion does. And preach that. No religion. Not one. Not Rastas, not Black Church, nobody. Go preach where the Almighty tell the Messiah that he can establish children and angels right here and right now. And what kind of system they're going to do that in? Their devil system, they'll never do it. Not one time. Not no time at all. Search anywhere in history where to do that. The early church did it. The apostles did it. The Messiah teach them how to do it. And the Father teach the Messiah. Right? So it's there. It's in the Bible with the prophets and the saints of the Almighty. And the kingdom will be given to the saints of the Almighty. Yah Israel. Yeah. I say it. And I know it's true. Yeah, I chat plenty. The destruction of Europe is in the book of Revelation. Whether you understand it or not, it's there. Don't get it twisted, man. There's a whole heap of licks going to be dished out soon. And that's why I'm fed up of their system. Yeah, I just said something right there. Yeah, I'm fed up of their system. Yeah, the end of the world is people do that, you know. Not the Almighty doing, people do it. And the weather, right? You know, you have normal weather like winter, you know, spring, summer, autumn. You know, you have all that kind of weather. But you have weather that can punish people as well. Hot and cold, dry and wet. There's weather that can punish people. Believe me, there is. And I'm talking about heat and dry. You can't imagine. And cold and freezing that you would not ever want to experience. Every kind of thing that weather can do. There is intelligence in everything and spirit in everything the Almighty do. Heavy, deep. Angels that look like ice. Look like ice. You get ice cube out your fridge. And there's angels that look just like that. Go and try and mess with them. Whoa. You think a lion is bad or a rhino? You think you can go up to them angels and chop their horns off and elephant and tusk and all that and deal with them like that? Try it and see what happens. Try it. Even the women, try it. You know the women in this world are nothing like the women in heaven. What am I saying? The women in this world are nothing like the women in heaven. What am I saying? Make any woman say she's like them in heaven or above the heavens. Make her go and say that. She don't know what they're like above the heavens and she don't know what they're like in the heavens. But here she knows what they're like. And they're nothing like them people in the heavens or above the heavens. The women there are better than the women here. Now I'm saying that with this mouth. So any woman can't come to me and, hey, I'm this and I'm that, and your plastic surgery and all your bullshit. You're born a man and sex change to a woman and all that crap. And then come and tell me you're pretty and this and that. You can't do that with me. None of you. I don't care who you are. How much black man want to be a woman. And how much woman want to be a man. And all the foolishness they're teaching children. You know when licks come, you can't say you don't deserve them. This world here today. Can't say they don't deserve nothing. Oh, what's he on about? Like it's going to carry on and never end. You want to be careful whose mouth ends it. Because the Almighty knows people when they're passionate. And some people are crazy when they're passionate. Watch that. Yeah, because you don't know the time and the day. And you don't know certain people's mouth either. Because some people can pray to the Almighty and tell him, no more patience with them. Don't make your patience everlasting. Yeah, there's people tell him that. Above the heavens and in the heavens. And my mouth can tell him same way. So careful. Because it's a warning. I'm telling you, when Coxsone Sound System play a tune, Prophecy by Fabian. Right? Prophecy, your back is not against the wall. Oh, that me could have played right now. For sure, my people. A reggae music. We love Rasta still, you know, but Rasta's not organized strong. It's a weakness. And that I don't like. Same with the black church. And same with most of these organizations are weak. And black people don't know how to appoint one another to do something. All them foolishness I don't like. I tell you government system because I know how to do it. But do black people come and say, well, who knows how to do something? Let's call him and let's do this and let's do that. They don't do all that. Invite people around for dinner. They don't do all that. They lose all their, friendliness and nice ways and adopt these people nastiness. Listen, when you see your own system in action, you'll think you're gone crazy. You'll get so excited you'll come in your pants or your knickers when you get your own system. It's exciting and it's sexy and it's nice. It's not like these people's system where you feel hardship. You go to work and you're stressed out. Too early, too late, too much money you pay out and all that. It's not like that. Your own system makes you so wealthy so quick. that you turn stupid? When you ever turn stupid because these people give you money? When? You're going, oh, this ain't enough. Oh, I can't buy a house. Can't look after my children. Can't go on holiday. Can't switch the eating up. Can't do this. Can't do that. That's their system. In your own system, there's lack of that. Lack of, because it don't exist. It don't exist. I'm being serious. You think my mouth is an amateur. I will show you things. Show, not talk. Show you things. No religion can show you. I said John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13. Now go and look for a religion preaching all that. Go ahead. Try. And come back to me when you can't find one. And I'll show you something else. Because I don't mess around. The Almighty showed me. I'll show my people same way. You see me. When I say Paniel the angel in charge of the ministry of repentance, if anybody understand what I'm talking about, they know he one has got power over Satan. So where's sin, death and decay now? Make me laugh upon that. And the Messiah, and the Father, and wisdom, and faith, and charity, and all them big people of the Almighty. Yeah, where's the devil now when the man their name called? That's right. Satan have to run. Possessing all these silly women in this world, make them do all kind of foolishness. The woman in the garden wanted devil system and devil knowledge, and she regretted it the minute she put a hand on that and the Almighty tell her how it go. Regretted it. Don't get it twisted. She regretted it. She wished she'd never done it. After. Not before. After. So that's black people. The Almighty says something for your good and benefit. And Satan comes along and says, no, you won't die. No, you won't die. You believe devil? You're so damn stupid you believe devil? Do I sound like a devil to you? Telling you about a government system. And telling you about your own people. Judge for yourself, man. If white people can judge anything proper and look after this earth and establish the ways of the Almighty, judge for yourself. Don't let some idiot tell you anything. Judge for yourself if they can establish a temple in Jerusalem, make everyone live it up in this world and cost of living come down low. Hear me make a promise. We have a kingdom, right? And the Father's in charge of it and the Messiah. I'll tell you now what the tax is. Very low. I'll tell you now what the local tax is. Very low. Let me tell you why. Because the nations have to pay you a tax when the kingdom start up. Yeah, you heard that right. The nations of this world have to pay you a tax. Every one of my people, we have a tax. So we've got to decide how much. Guess what? It's going to be high. Your tax is going to be low, small percentage. You'll laugh when you hear how small it is. Right. Now, your local tax. But you have to pay your 10% to the priest and Levite. You know about that 10%, the TITHE. Right. You know about that, right? But the nations have to pay you a tax. So you have to decide how much. You see them Rothschilds, they're going to cry when they hear how much they're going to pay. You saw them rich, greedy, devil-rich families in the world that persecute us. They'll cry when they hear how much they've got to pay because it's going to be massive in the billions, trillions, all that tons of gold, diamond, everything they have, clean out and given to people and put in your own wealth building banks. And they think they can hide it. They can't hide it from an angel because the angels then will take it, no matter where it's buried, no matter how far they go, and the angels then will collect it and come give it to you. My mouth said that. Yeah? Make a little idiot boy chat them a little talk may I'll give you, right? A little talk. Make any idiot chat like that in this world today. Make any pope chat like that. Or any government or prime minister or king or queen. Any of them little jokers come and chat like that. They can't. I'll tell you why. Because they're full of devil mind. That's why they can't do it. Angels will take their wealth and give it to you. My mouth said that. Robert Roberts. Yeah. Me. Teacher Mary, son of Teacher Mary, Antigua Erlings. I say that. Angels will take their wealth and give it to you. When the time comes. I ain't playing. 1,000 years from now, yeah? After World War III, there's World War IV. That's 1,000+ years after World War III. 1,000 years after World War IV. Because World War III will come. You've had World War I, World War II, you'll have World War III, which can be bad. It will be bad, but it can be worse. Bad, worse, that kind of thing. It's bad anyway. But World War IV is the end of it. There's no more after that. So there's first, second, and third World War. It's in the Bible. It's there. You have to read it careful, but it's there. World War IV, right, is in Revelation, and it's around, where is it? 20, 21, them sides there, right? World War IV. That's 1,000 years after. But World War III is the Middle East. Yeah, the Middle East is World War III. That's where it starts, Middle East. All that Afghanistan and Syria and whatnot, that's the start of the Third World War. The start of it. You know you need Russia, China, and America and Europe and all that, right? But it's complicated. And when you're black and you don't have no sense, it twists you up. So I'm trying to untwist it for you. So listen to me, you'll get the untwisted version of whatever they're saying. Listen to them and they'll twist you up. I'm not like that because, why do I do that to my own people? Why? If you complain about me, write to me, text me. It's best you text or write to me if you're not happy. And then you tell me what I've said that you're not happy about. I don't care who you are. If you're a Satan, you belong to Satan, and I don't really want to hear from you. But if you want to chat your vibes about your race is better than mine, well, you know what? You can't do that game with me, because I will tell you about the Almighty's endless realm. I will tell you about the Almighty's creation light. Can him tell me, I will tell you. And when I don't tell you something, come out of creation and look upon what he created. Yeah? And a man can say that to you. Right? And I'm not making it up. It's endless realm he has. Endless realm. There's no beginning or end of it. There's no top and bottom. Endless. He can create what he wants in there. And guess what? I will ask him. Beg him. Guess what I'll ask him? Yeah, that's right. You can't guess what I'll ask him. You can't. Because you don't know. Because Satan don't know. Evil spirits don't know. Demons and serpents and dragons don't know. And all the vipers, they don't know. Because their end is doom and destruction and punishment. So don't link up with all that. Follow the Messiah and the Father, and you will not go wrong. Ya Israel, we chat long enough. Ya kingdom come, and ya will be done. One love, and I mean it. Let's get serious this time, because you see me. There ain't no next time after this time. There's none. Europe only has destruction. That's what Europe has. And it's not me decide that, That's Pope decide that on everybody else. Because the Pope is responsible for the destruction of Europe. The Vatican's responsible for that. Not me or anybody else. They're responsible for it. So when people run up their mouth on videos, it's only wind they're talking at the backside. They think they're going to carry on doing what they're doing for the next 2,000 years. It's not going to happen. Adolf Hitler told that lie in the Second World War, and you know what happened to him? Well, anybody else that says anything about they're going to have this and that and the other, they're not. This China wants this, and you know what I mean? We decide. Don't get it twisted. We decide. This world, when we come together as a nation, we decide how much tax they're going to pay us. All that stupidness they've done to us, that's what they get back. And they know it. So, what tax do you want them to pay? How do you want them to pay it? In gold, silver, diamonds, cash? How you like your bills paid? Because they're paying it all. I'm serious. You'll laugh when you hear me in a government meeting in America, West Indies, Europe, Africa, Middle East, South America, Mexico, Canada, anywhere at all. You'll laugh at me when you hear me talking. You'll be thinking, this guy's crazy. How can he do all that? Or how can we do all that? You'll be frightened when you see what you can do and what you can't do. You'll be frightened. I promise you. You'll wet yourself. You have to change your pants. You'll be so scared what you can do and what you can tell them. You can't tell them in their system because their system don't tell you that. You can't do it in their system. You can do it in your own. Yeah, in your own, you can say things. In your own system, your own government institutions. Now you got power from the Almighty. That's where your power lies. The Almighty system. His holy system. His holy ways. Yeah, Yah Israel. One love. Shalom. Peace. One and all. Your blessings.